Teacher,
student.
we have a fashion evolution challenge for you. We're gonna give these twins a makeover.
Coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Chanel here. I have Sydney here, and she is our fashion intern, and we are here to bring you another addition to the So Chanel Fashion Evolution playlist. We're here to bring you tips, tools, and techniques to help you with your fashion evolutions. So if you're new here, join us for your dose of fashion inspiration. So I have Sydney with us today. She has been interning with me for the past month, and she is going to be off to design school probably in the fall. So I thought we would get her creativity going up. So that's why we came up with this challenge. We have all these trims, and I have a bucket full of trims, and we are kind of going through them to see what ideas we have. We got, I think I want to use that one. We got like belt buckles and ribbons, and Sydney likes this elastic. She likes lace stuff, so that would be, she'd be drawn to that. I'm more tailored kind of thing, so that we even have like this kind of ribbon, and this can actually be cut in half, and all kinds of ribbons, and then fabric. We put you know, black or white fabric, or like yellow, whatever. But we are going to see what we come up with. We're going to work on this a little bit, get our ideas going, and then we will check in with you and see we'll show you our ideas. Well, let's check on Sydney and see how her progress is going. Hey, Sydney. What you doing back there?
I am working on, I got this idea for the back of the dress. So it used to be up here, and so I wanted to cut and do an open back. So I found this elastic so that the dress would hold up around her body and also allow stretch.
Oh, right.
And it looks like lace, so it's really pretty.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I had that idea, and then I was just kind of playing around with it, and I twisted it and brought it up to like a choker.
I love it.
And I'm thinking about adding this bow.
Oh, and that was the bow that was on
right here.
The bottom part, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
it's cheesy down there.
it is.
Who would wear that?
So then I cut all these buttons off, and I was playing around with how I was gonna cover up like these seams right here. So I thought about putting this ribbon down the front. Thought it added a lot to it.
That's a great bold, that makes it bold. I love that.
Yes.
Well, that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so are you making this into a top, or you're gonna make it into a dress?
I'm gonna make it into a dress by cutting this off, because that's very cheesy.
Yeah.
And I want to cut it about right here.
Right.
And
you
then
have to miss the zipper, right?
Yes, because you have to miss the zipper, or it won't allow her to be able to get into it.
Right.
So I'm gonna take this white fabric and kind of drape it and like gather it right here, and then create a bubble skirt.
Oh, like a little mushroom bubble skirt.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like a lot of work.
It is. I'm gonna need help.
Yeah, you're gonna get busy. That actually, ruffle skirt will actually be pretty easy. It's just a gather, and I'll show you how to do that. So.
All right.
Wow, I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Well, my idea is to turn this dress into a top, because I think this part's just kind of bad. It's a little on the cheesy side. But there's this one long visible zipper here that I'm gonna have to do something with, because got to get into the top somehow, so I'm gonna have to switch it out, the zipper. But thinking of cutting it here. I was gonna kind of cut it up here, but that zipper is just too much in the way, so maybe I'll make like a little corset looking type of top. But trims, I always love to find new trims and stuff, so I found this in my trim stash. Had this in there probably a good 5 years. I go off to LA a lot to do fabric shopping and on. They have all these great trim stores down in their downtown area, and you can buy this stuff for like 25-50 cents a yard, and usually in the stores it's going to be about $5 a yard. So really fun shopping down there. If you get to LA, it's fun. Then I have this trim. I have this like solid leather trim, and then I have this fake looking leather trim with holes in it. It's pretty cute. This will be good to border off on that organza. I also have these cute little buckles that I bought for a project a long time. I got about 20 of these, so maybe I could do something with that. Then there's these little nail head stars. Those could be fun on there. So I think what my first part's gonna do is maybe to put this around the waist part here, and then cut it off, and then put some straps around the neck towards the back. I don't know if I'll go all the way down that part, but maybe just around the neck. And I have this no seams involved in this back of the fabric here, and so I could get some good straps out of that without seams in the way. And I'm gonna get started on that. I'm gonna see what Sydney's doing. Okay, we're checking in with Sydney. What you working on?
So right now I'm hand sewing the elastic straps in place. And next is the bias facing.
Just gotta face the whole thing or get it set in there somehow.
That's right.
Looking good. All right. See you in a while.
Alrighty.
Well, I have my bodice cut off. I cut at the waist and left a little seam allowance here. And what are you doing? Get to work. Like, jeez. Interns. So I put the organza strip on here, and I added the little leather piece of trim right here to that. Now I got to add it to this one, and I'm going to add it. I have to add all that before I put the zipper in, because then I have to add a separating zipper on the side here. I had to dig out that invisible zipper, and because otherwise, how are you going to get into a little fitted top, right? So you got to think about that. So I'm going to add the separating zipper here. I'll have to cut this off and put a bar tack on it. Hopefully it doesn't go flying up. And then with the extra fabric, I'm going to be adding, so I have a good piece here, a nice straight piece without seams. I'm going to add shoulder straps right up on the top right here. So that is what I'm going to do next. Then we'll have to check in with Sydney and see how she's doing.
I'm great.
Look, I'm going to have to help her.
Yes.
All right, we'll check in with her. Okay, progress report. I'm about done. I have it all put together. Lots of pins still to do, and this is how it looks. Got the shoulder straps on. I just did a bias 2-inch piece here, and I'm gonna get it stitched in here. I'll have to lift that up under there and stitch it in there. And then I put 3 buttons here because there was that little black mark that I couldn't get off, so I'll just put the buttons back. And got the zipper in. I have to do some hand stitching and a little bit more in there. And then I put the buttons up. The other 2 buttons, I'm going to put buttonholes and put them up here. So project's about done. This is all I have left of the dress. It's that little lace piece, didn't use it, and I still have the bow. I wonder where I could put the bow. Maybe don't use it, but I see Sydney still back there. She's coming along. And you know, Sydney, I'm gonna go, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna have sushi, and
I'm jealous.
she's gonna stay here. I'll leave you a key. Put on some music, and she's gonna be here a while because she's making a dress out of that. So we'll see what happens. All right, bye, and we'll check with Sydney later, maybe tomorrow. Ah, Sydney, you got your ribbon placed on. That looks really good.
Yes, I do.
Cool. Now you're on to the skirt part, huh?
Yes. So I only had enough of this fabric to do 3 widths like this. So it's not going to be as full as I thought it was going to be, but I still think it's going to look really good.
Probably. That's how things work out.
Yes.
So on to the skirt. Okay, Sydney, I see some progress happening.
Yes. It's looking
really
good. I got the skirt sewn on, so I just gotta tuck it underneath to make it a bowl skirt.
Just gotta do the bubble, and then it's done, and some more hand stitching. All right, I'll see you next time.
All right.
We have finished our Upcycle Challenge, teacher-student Upcycle Challenge. So, Sydney, last we met,
Yes.
you were still working on yours. So how is yours looking?
It looks good. I finished it. The only thing that I would change if I did it again is the back. I would not do the lace, but that's all right because I learned for next time. But I really love how the bubble skirt turned out.
That's cute.
And yeah.
Wow. And I love that you use the gingham because this is typically a fabric that is used for crafts, kids' clothes, kind of, it's been around since probably the 50s or maybe sooner, or way back, I don't even know. But it's just such a basic fabric, and then to put it into a cute little dress like this is so cute. And I think you would wear this.
Yes,
totally.
I would.
So that would be fun to like go partying.
Yeah.
Very good job.
Thank you.
The first Upcycle Challenge. Woohoo! Cool. Cool. So, teacher did this one. Let me see. We have the little top. I cut it off and then I cheated and used some really cool trim that I've had forever. 2 different trims in there. Moved the buttons around and then added a halter top here. And then this is what the back looks like. I used some more of the buttons up here and then made it into a halter. I tend to do a lot of halters. And then I've just put on this cute little skirt. This was a skirt I upcycled a long time ago. It was too short, and I added this lace, and I still have never worn it. Price tag still on it. Got it for a steal. $20. But that was my challenge. Now, we have a surprise for you. We have a Tuesday intermediate class here, and we have one of my students, Jenna, who wanted to jump in on this challenge and see what she could do, and she really impressed us. This is Jenna, and she is going to show us what she did. Oh, I have to move the camera around. There we go. All right, so Jenna, show us what you did.
Well, I moved the lace up and I rearranged the buttons and I tore off my old shirt to make the sleeves,
Cool.
like the cold shoulders.
Okay, so that was an old t-shirt, and then you just made it off the shoulder.
Yes.
And wow, that's a really great way. And you used the lace, because I don't think we used the lace, so that's really good. Well, cool. Okay, now we are going to have the kids, we have Fashion Club going on today, and we're going to have the kids judge these. So, stay tuned. All right, we have our judges in place. These are our Fashion Club students for today. Hey, say hi, you guys. They're tough. They look like tough judges. All right, tell us which ones you guys vote for.
I like this one better. I don't know. I just like the bow in the front.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like it, and I like how the lace is hanging out.
I like this one.
I really do like that. But
Okay.
I also like the bubble
I think I like that how the bow comes out and it has the
But I
buttons
would
and
play
the
this one.
sleeves.
Okay, so are we all voting then for Jenna's?
I don't know. I like the bubble skirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the bubble skirt too, but like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Anybody like mine? I knew that was gonna happen. Seriously?
I like the top.
Well, that's it. That is the top. I like the
top. I like the top and the veil.
Oh yeah, now you got it. Yeah, you're all fired. Hey, you're supposed to vote for the teacher. Okay, well, I guess Jenna gets Pop Rocks.
Yes.
So. Did Jenna win then?
Yeah. No, there was two for hole. There was two for hole and two for hole.
So I totally lost. And they touched. Oh man, I quit. I'm going back to costume design. They love me there. Well, thank you, girls. We'll see you next time. Bye. A makeover coming up.
Jazz hands. I was like, ah.
Which is actually good, actually. Okay,
Coming up.
okay, so give me a Sydney should be like.
That's so funny.
That'd be funny.
The knockout
In the background, you're like going. No, like pins. You're taking pins and going.